suggested classes. It seems like the
Yeah.
younger kids, like even like 9 years old, business math.
Right. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming today. And thank you, Cindy and Amanda, for coming. And I know we have one more at least coming. You guys want to introduce yourselves? I gotta find my screen.
Do you want to go, Cindy?
Okay, sure. My name is Cindy, and yeah, so I work for VIP Kid, and I just started opening classes for OutSchool, and I also run a VIP Kid iPad users group. So right now I'm actually using my iPad with a scene from a place a couple miles from my house. We just went there today, so this is a scene that I just took today. We were talking about rocks with some teacher friends, and I wanted to show them, this is a rock statue thing that this guy, he actually dug out this entire pond on his own, and it's on his property, and he lets people come by and enjoy it. So it's kind of nice. So
that's great. It's beautiful. And hey, Amanda, thanks for coming.
Hey, Amanda Panda Teacher from amandapandateacher.com. I'm a VIP Kid teacher rounding out 3,600 classes. I can't believe it. I'm enjoying a little summer schedule where I teach. I'm California time, so I'm teaching currently in the evenings and just getting up for my time, 5 a.m. and 5:30 classes. So I didn't have any this morning, which was nice. I'm praying that our power and electricity stays in California because of the heat that we have. We might lose power in the afternoon. So I have night classes, and I'm like, oh God, but don't worry, I have everything charged. I have a backup light. And so we're praying that we'll have electricity for the afternoon and for the next few days. It's like 108 today in California where I live. So it's not usually that hot in our area. So it's,
and that's the temperature, not the feels like?
No, that's the temperature, but it's dry heat, but it actually is a little humid. So it's very strange weather for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you, hop over to amandapandateacher.com. Every week I send a freebie reward and gift to you. 2 weeks ago was pizza, which is like one of my new faves. And then this last week was hot pot. And then a surprise coming for this week that you're going to love for back to school. So awesome. Glad to be with you. And gosh, I am the prop queen. So I got so many things I spent money on, but some really good stuff that I spent money on too.
Yeah. We're going to talk about your free props here in a little bit too. While Rebecca is getting ready, I'm Casey Oswald. Thank you for coming and welcome back to my channel. If my niece pops on, if anybody sees her in the chat, I need to say hello this time. Okay, she's younger and I missed some of her messages, so keep an eye out, everybody. Let me know when she's here. And let's see. So today we're talking about props that we have bought, or I guess anything for online teaching that we've bought that was like really worth the money. We think they're must-haves. And then other things that we've spent money on that's kind of like, So, and some of these might be great for you. I know one thing I bought from watching one of these, and then I found that it was harder for me to use, but this person absolutely loved it. So some things may work for you, may not work for others. It's just kind of the way things are. So welcome everybody. And Rebecca, thanks for coming. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Rebecca S. I've been with VIP Kid for 4 years now. Just signed my 9th contract last week. So officially 4 years, yay.
Wow, nice.
Lots of changes in those 4 years. And I have revamped my entire classroom in the last 4 years. Things I used in my first year teaching, I don't use anymore. And I use different things. And so I'm constantly changing. And thankfully, I bought things that I could eventually pass down to my kids. So now my 4-year-old's playing with my old props. Instead of me stealing her toys, now I'm giving her toys. So it's kind of a trade-off.
Right. I will say, if you have young children at home, you might have perfect props in your home. I think we've talked about that. Was it last week? Or maybe during the OutSchool collaboration, we talked about it. Like things you have in your home. A ball could be used for the hobbies unit, used for sports, used for what else? Sphere. throw, catch. I mean, we could name tons of things
Mhm.
for just a ball. So you
Mhm.
might even have a whole treasure trove at your house. Well, hello, Mindy.
Hello.
You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Mindy Danforth, and I work for VIP Kid and OutSchool.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely thought I needed everything when I first started teaching, but quickly learned that I don't. So sorry I'm a little late. My daughter just got off an interview for a brick and mortar school. So that was
Yeah.
very exciting.
We're glad you could still make it.
Yes.
We're
yes,
okay
yes,
with
yes.
late. We don't do teacher no-shows and
And
late.
tardies. Yeah.
Tardies are okay here.
If you're here, you're in. That's it.
Right? Right? I'm just glad you got to come.
Awesome. Yes,
let's
me
see.
too.
We
Me
have
too.
8 people hanging out with us. Thanks for coming, everybody. Marianne. Oh, hey, Marianne. Marianne, teacher Stephanie.
I have a question for Rebecca.
Kelly.
Yes,
Rebecca,
Candy.
did you get the hoodie?
I did. Yes, I got
Okay.
the hoodie a few months before it stopped being free.
Oh, you got a
So
free
I didn't have to pay for it.
hoodie.
Yeah. So last year I signed my
Wow,
6th
good for
contract
you.
in March, and I had to guess my size because at that time I was 5 months pregnant, and I'm like, if I guess it for when I'm going to be monstrous when it's going to come, but then I shrink back down, what size will I get? So I did like one size up of what I normally do. That way it's kind of baggy, but it took like 4 months to get here. So by the time I got here, I was really big and I could not zip it up. I'm like, "Ugh." Well, maybe I'll shrink after she's born. But yeah, because it came shipped from China, it took like 3 or 4 months to get here, and I
Wow.
just planned for that. I think now, I don't know, but I think now it comes from America and takes about a month, maybe.
Oh, wow.
But
Oh no, I got mine.
yeah,
I
Oh, you
ordered
got
on
yours?
Monday and it was here on Friday.
see,
Wow.
Yeah, it comes
It's
from
a lot faster.
Amazon.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
from Amazon. So it was
I-
really fast.
I did the whole from China bit that it took like 4 months to get here. Like, it's gonna come by the time I sign my 7th contract, so we're good.
Mhm.
And I do like it, yeah.
I
I
was
have
surprised.
mine. It doesn't fit. I bought the biggest size and I'm a big girl, but I'm on a weight loss journey. So it's my goal to wear the hoodie and I'm not going to take any pictures until it fits.
So
So
Wow.
maybe you should hang it up where you can see it.
Yeah. Good
yes,
job.
it's actually it's in my teaching classroom hanging. So
That's what I've always done too. I need to take my own advice and redo it.
Yeah. I haven't worn it for a while because it's 100 degrees where I live right now, and I do not want to put a hoodie on.
No,
Right.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I can't imagine Rebecca with a belly. Okay, so let's see. Let's get started. Well, we kind of already are starting, but let's start with things that we absolutely love. What do you guys think? Are you? Yeah. Okay. What is a prop that you really, really are so glad that you bought?
Anything, okay,
Oh, you can't
I use very little Relia in my classroom, like things you could hold. I've kind of stopped using a lot of it.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Everything I own with that has to fit underneath my laptop. Okay. This is not my
Oh,
normal
wow.
classroom. I'm sitting at the dining table because my 10-month-old is eating next to me. See, hello.
Aw.
But if you see my classroom, it is itty bitty tiny. It is like this wide and that's it. So anything I own has to fit under my laptop in a little cubby hole. So I really only use Relia for the trials
Mhm.
and a few other things here or there. So I've got my banana, I've got my apple, and I've got my ball for the trials. There's my
Oh,
trial
yeah.
thing right there. You guys know that trial. And then
Yeah.
I stick with a few balls.
Mhm.
I got some of these balls at the Dollar Tree, like 2 for
Yeah.
$1 or something like that.
funny.
I do have my dog toy hamburger because those are fun. I have a dice, great for games of. I like this when I have a question that's like, there are 6 questions on the screen, and I have 2 minutes left of class. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to answer number 4. Great.
Mhm.
Moving on. Next slide. So they think it's a game, and I'm not skipping 4 of them, 5 of them. We're just doing one random one. So
That's good.
I like my dice for that. And this was a
Yeah.
2-pack from Dollar Tree. So
We've
I
seen
like
that a lot on here, and I have yet to go buy my die. I have the little ones from Yahtzee, so it hasn't been like a must, but I want to go get a big one.
Right. So this is one of my must-haves. I have a few other things like a trophy. This comes in a 6-pack at Dollar Tree. I like using my trophy. But other than that, I really stick with me and TPR, and occasionally I'll pull something up on my phone. My rewards are magnets on a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
So I don't need a whole lot of stuff. Kind of like Amanda's rewards, but this one I made.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I like that one. You showed us that
Yeah,
one.
this is my go-to. I use it for every class, especially the trials, because I can adapt it. And then you've seen in my classroom where I make the sticker pages. So we're still doing that in the older kids.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, that's a neat prop too. For those that don't know, gosh, we had it linked in in your interview, I think. So she has a book from Amazon that you take the kids can pick a number, you take a sticker off and you keep adding them. So each kid gets 5 during the day, right?
Yeah, and
then
it's
the
by
next
random ones. I mean, these sticker
Yeah.
pages have like hundreds of stickers on them, and I should go get one.
Oh,
soon.
yeah,
But
I
I'll hold
love
it
that
really
one.
close to the screen so it zooms in on like
Yeah.
5 different sections, and they have to say the letter and the number. Like I want B7, and then I'll find B7 while they're reading the next slide, and then I'll put it on for them. But we only have time for 4 or 5 stickers, sometimes 4. I'm like, and a 5th star for you, because we just run out of time.
Right.
But they like seeing it
Yeah,
build.
I like that idea.
After, throughout a whole month, we finally, as all my students together, finish the picture.
Great.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And I was reading.
Where did you get those from? Did you have a link for that?
Amazon. My first one
Amazon.
was a Christmas gift to me, but then I got a big book on Amazon. I'll run and get it for you in a second to show you which one I got.
Candy was saying my number one thing she wished she did not buy was 2 puppets. And I think Candy teaches a lot of older kids too, right? I have puppets too, but I'm glad I have all my puppets because I use my puppets every day.
Here's my advice for
I have
puppets.
my dolls.
I think you need one good puppet because if you teach lower levels, you need something to engage the kid who is really shy. So my go-to is an elephant because most kids recognize, but truly I don't need 5 puppets. So if I could do it all over again, these are big and they take up a lot of space. I need one good one and then the rest is a little bit of a fluff. So if I could buy again, I wouldn't buy a set. I would just keep a single. And so yes, a puppet is really helpful to model that, telling the student to repeat after you, or if they're crying or upset or sad, the puppet comes right up to the camera and you want a talking mouth one. So if you've got a talking mouth puppet, that's what you need, just one. If I could do it again, this is too many. So I've got 5 and they just take up space. I always go 2 and this is the one I have. This is for India in level 1. In level 2 or in level 3, we teach the trunk and the ears. There's a story that's in I think it's level 4 about an elephant and a tiger that eats the elephant and he has a dream that his ears are gone. I use this for that. And I do have the tiger for that one too. So it does come in handy, but I would say one good puppet is all you need. You don't need multiples. That just takes up a lot of space.
Yeah, I agree with that, especially if you're just getting started. For me, I use Meg and Mike for boy, girl. They don't have mouths that talk, but I do have the little feed me monster one. Yeah, so boy, girl. I used to have those. I think I gave them away. So
I use these, Meg and Mike. My hands are busy, so I can't really have my hand in a puppet, my hand on a mouse, my hand holding props. So these are really come in handy because this is my he, she, this is my boy, girl, and then I've got women and man back to back. I actually like this a lot too. So it's nice to be able to say he and then swap to she. So that's something that's pretty handy. I keep in a stick.
Is that in your new teacher set? I think I have those.
This one? Or he, she?
I don't know which one. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I'm working. Dino, funnily enough, is always just this guy. I have a dino puppet. I have a dino stuffed animal. I don't actually use them very much. I used to teach level 1 very much and lower levels. Now I'm more of a 2, 3, 4, 5 going on to 6. So I dino just comes out and he's easy because they all stay together. It's so much less storage than puppet. I just don't have room. So
yeah, good.
some finger puppets that I really like. So
Oh, cute.
someone made these on Etsy, and I have a big selection of puppets. I'm going to show you right here. Here's my puppets. I organize them in the shoe organizer. And I used to use Meg and Mike. I would say for beginning teachers, the Meg and Mike puppet for sure, but just kind of out of laziness, I always just grab my finger puppet because when I'm laying stuff out, they're little, like Amanda was saying, they're tiny, they're small. You can prep and lay it out and it's not a big deal. But I keep my, like my plastic animals and all that. My little finger puppets are in this drawer. So they're just like right here. I can grab them and ready to go.
What are they made out of, Mindy?
They're made out of felt, and a lady on Etsy did, I think she's from like another country, if I'm not mistaken. She was like from, I'll have to look. I'll look up on Etsy in a minute and tell you, but I believe she was from another country even. And the detail of them are so amazing. So when you like do the assessments and you're like, do you want to be Meg or Mike? Sometimes I just use the AR sticker and then I'll say, oh, you want to be Mike? Okay, then I'll be Meg. And I and if they're, a lot of times my students don't support the AR sticker. So I'll just throw the other one on me and they're just like, oh, Teacher Mindy, we want Teacher Mindy back, not, Meg and Mike. But this is like my puppet, my favorite puppet. The mouth doesn't move. And yes, what Amanda said was like awesome. And I bought this expensive like mouth moving puppet right when I first started teaching, never use it. But this one is the panda that pops out of the bamboo. And I saw it on it could have been one of the collabs. I saw it on a video somewhere and I was like, I have to buy that. That is so cute. Love it.
I thought I ordered that.
Yeah, I think it was on one of your collabs that someone showed us this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was. Amazon.
Oh, I think it was Mary, Teacher Mary.
Maybe. I know she has this one because I got this idea from her, the little feed one. It actually goes in the belly, so he's got a ball.
Oh, fun.
So I had him eat oranges and fruit today for the lesson on, healthy eating. And then he ate, there's my egg. I was looking for that. He comes with a ball, and I was like, does he eat a ball? Oh, strawberry. Never mind. The ball's in here somewhere, but.
Oh, that's so cute, Mindy.
Yeah, this was the first one I bought, and I bought it on Amazon. I thought, I'm going to use this all the time for the littles.
Yeah.
I can never use this puppet. Seriously.
Is she in your intro video or anything? I think I remember seeing her.
Maybe. Yeah,
She's
maybe.
So cute.
In my intro video. Yeah. She's cute, but seriously, like, I just never, that was one of those things that was, that's adorable. Cindy.
This is really fun when there's, an egg lesson and then I just like make a big deal out of it and then Dino pops out. So that's kind of fun. I got this on sale for like a couple dollars.
Cindy has a video with her student finding out what's in the egg and he gets all excited. It is so cute.
It was really fun. I think I thought of that like at the last second too. It wasn't planned. I was just like seeing the egg sitting there and we had, he was like not paying attention. So I just was like, if the end, if you're really good, I'll show you what's in my egg. We talked about how big it was. It's just really fun. I actually have 3 of these, but this is the biggest one.
That's cute.
But, yeah, that's fun.
I wanted to say, speaking of puppets, if you want to learn how to use puppets in the classroom, because when I was a level 1 only teacher, I used puppets all the time. Watch Teacher Michael's YouTube video. He is the pro of puppets and he taught me. If I could do over again, I'd have one. And I got a bunch. I still use it, but one puppet is really helpful. And the one Mindy has is great. Open mouth is all you need. Something simple, but he teaches you how to use a puppet in the class. Very effective.
And he was an actual puppeteer. He's a great person to learn from. And William Hayes has some fun clips of him using it. I don't know that he has any like tutorials, but he's got some fun clips.
Yeah. His was
of him and Timmy. So very good.
Stephanie in the
think that's
chat
it.
said she thought it was Paula who showed the panda.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Paula Gross.
We've
Yeah.
gotten
Okay.
lots of good stuff from Paula.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
So what kind of what kind of academic things have you guys bought that you actually like absolutely love? I can't talk tonight.
Okay, here's
I have
another
two.
one that I got on Etsy, and it's the nesting dolls of the dino family. And so you can do, you know how you do like tall, taller, tallest, or short, or whatever, short, shorter, shortest.
Right.
And so I will take these and line them all up. Oop, who's that? Is that someone entering? It was like a ding. Did you not hear it? Is it only me? Okay.
I think we're good.
Okay, it must just be me. I heard like, you know how the doorbell rings on
Yeah.
Zoom? It did that. Okay.
I have that off, so it shouldn't.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
my head,
look at her.
maybe my headphones are dying. Who knows?
Oh,
So I can do this for like, you know, big, bigger, biggest, tall, taller, tallest. I can lay them down for like short and long, that kind of thing. And so I just have found a lot of uses for this. You know, these have come in handy a lot for lessons I teach.
Mhm.
Okay.
One of my favorite ones is, you guys have seen this, I'm sure, but learning, Lakeshore Learning. I have these story wands, so I use them for colors. Now these are kind of pricey, so you could probably make some. Amanda, we need some cool star wands. People love them. But I use them for colors. I love that they can ask questions on them. I wish they had two different ones on either side, but great questions for stories. And another one that I love is, I think it's called Learning Resource, but I've showed these before too. It comes in one box of vocabulary cards, and here's all the shapes. I put them together, some food, colors, clothing, transportation is in here, school items, all kinds of things like that. So those are probably the two pricier, like academic type things that, actually those came from my classroom too. I was gonna say, those came from my kindergarten classroom too. So how about you guys?
I saw a video of a girl that does like all cards.
Yeah.
So this little card set, it's My Little Pony. I think I got it at the dollar store.
Oh.
This is really cool because it's not very big, but it has like shapes in it. It has colors. So I have used this when I have a trial and I have a really smart kid that finishes really quick.
Yeah.
And so that I can pull this out and show colors, and then different shapes.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you could, and there's also numbers. So I saw a video of a teacher that only uses cards, and she uses them all different ways. That was a really cool idea. So I got a bunch of cards. I also got this one. So you could use these in many different ways. It has props, letters, and colors. So you could pull those out in an instant, adapt it to your lesson.
Yeah.
But one of my all-time favorites things would be my whiteboard. I use my whiteboard, and I have also I use the Stars to Apples app a lot, and I use my iPad connected to my computer, and I can show pictures. I don't have to hold my phone up to my camera. And like today, well, just last week we went to a cave, and just today, like I hadn't studied all my lessons, and just today I had the lesson about the bear in the cave with the monkey and the banana and all that. Yeah. So I was able to show him pictures of us in the cave.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And then we also went on the safari. So we also talked about animals that live in the valley and everything. So it's amazing what connections come up to real life. So the coolest thing is I had my iPad connected to my computer, so I could very quickly go to those pictures, and then I can show him those pictures. And this student needed that because the lesson was way too easy for him. And I think he was playing a video game, and sometimes that happens. And you have to try to think of ways. And when the kid is older, being animated or bringing out a puppet might not be the best solution, but appealing to their intellect is. So when you say cave, and then you can show them a real life cave, you know, that really drew him in and just woke his brain up, you know, instead of just going through the lesson. So that to me has been, like I was going to say, if you're going to buy anything, like save up. If you have a computer, save up, buy an iPad. It will help you in many, many, many ways. I'm still finding new ways to use the iPad. If you don't have one, you know, and join the iPad group, because you don't have to buy the top of the line either. There are less expensive ones that you can get. It will save you with, you know, IT issues, as well as ways that you can use it for rewards and things like that. And there's even a whiteboard on it. So that's even fun. So, yeah.
So who else uses a bunch of 2D?
Can I
Flashcards?
I do. Can
Yeah.
I do a
Amanda?
quick commercial for Amanda? Okay, so I'm going to show you how I organize my 2D. So here's like level 1, level 2. I have level 3 and level 4 over here. So I have a lot of 2D. And I bought most of them, or all of them, on Teacher Pay Teachers, and they came as sets. But the thing that I really like about Amanda's 2D is, like, here's her set for level 1, unit 7, Egypt. So it all came, I don't do the digital version. I let Amanda craft it for me.
Me too.
Being lazy. So anyway, but it comes all like this. And then my other ones that I have will come like all these different cards. And so for every lesson, I'm like fumbling through them. What do I need? What do I need? Where she makes like the most important prop is in there. So you're not holding up a prop with every single slide. You're just holding them up once in a while, and they're the most important ones. And then she also includes a very pertinent reward. Like they're here, they get the camel. So your reward is there, and the most important props are there. So it's not overdone. Does that make sense? It's just the important ones. So I know Amanda probably doesn't want to always like toot her own horn, but I just think what she does very well. And she also limits it down so it's not so overwhelming as a teacher to prepare for that class, you know? So
we toot our horn all the time. I used this one today, Amanda.
Really? Wow.
Amanda Panda sent me this with one of my orders, and yeah, I don't take the iPad.
I want to say too that I appreciate that she keeps up with what's current, because when I first started, I ordered some of the rewards from the previous lessons, and when they changed stuff over, like I didn't even get to use all of those cards because they changed like the trials, they changed a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So I just had a bunch of cards that I could still use, but they're not labeled for what I, you know. Right. So that's really nice. And I have something from Amanda too. I ordered the Would You Rather cards. Yes. I love these. And yeah, I ordered them when she had her interview with Casey. And I've used them. Yeah, they're really awesome. I keep them right on the top.
I'm using her Would You Rather now in my brain break class in OutSchool. So even if you have like a couple minutes extra that you need to fill in your OutSchool class, you just pull out those Would You Rather cards and boom, you're ready to go. Okay, Amanda, did you want to expand on all your wonderful props? Sorry.
You know what? I think because I use so much and I found what's essential. So everything in my shop is something I've tried and tested in all my classes. So like then I have like finally found the niche of what works. What works is that something that is multi-use into an easy to pull and grab format is what you need. So
Yeah.
for example, these letters are magnetic letters. This is a huge thing to store and a big pain in the buns because all I do is pull them out and the letters fall on the ground and it's a huge mess. I don't have time to organize and put all this back together. So to find that and solve the solution, I use this. It is an easy dry erase printable that was from my kids' kindergarten. And here is the same thing I can accomplish with the
Mhm.
letters. I can teach the kid to write, which is something that's not really well represented in our VIP Kid
Yeah.
curriculum. And
Yeah.
parents love this. So when I teach the letters, I open to the blank slide and then I write. This comes from experience and practice. One other thing I really like and no one showed is Find a Star. So Find a Star from my teachers from my shop comes in 10 boards like this. And then look at all you need. 10 boards and one magnetic like cookie sheet. So all the pieces are together. It all comes like in a zipper pouch. That's what you need. It's convenient and organized together so that all of the zipper it goes in is organized and put together for you. So like if you're making this in your own classroom, just think of units of putting stuff together and putting resources you're buying or using and organizing them into one spot.
So you have the words on there, Amanda? The number words?
This Find a Star, this one happens to have the words
I
to
like
teach.
that. Yeah. All of mine have the
So
numbers.
I have a number version too. I
Yeah.
have ordinal numbers, standard form, and word form. So you can swap out. So like this would not be a level 1 kid. I would give the word 1, 2, 3. They would have colors or something similar.
Yeah.
So it just depends. It's good to have options so that you can use many times. What you want are props that are not one use. So for example, something I bought that was a waste of money. This was $5 and I thought I have got to have it. It is adorable. I've used it in exactly 3 classes to teach about the amusement park and I never had that level again.
Oh, no.
My regulars haven't got up there yet. I'll probably use it coming up soon, but look at how much storage that takes.
Yeah.
Something that is like this, look at how much storage this takes. This is 10 game boards. Find a Star for any level, any student. That's why really making purchases and smart decisions where it's all together and not buying bulk. Don't think of going shopping and buying a prop for every single vocabulary word. Lord, you'll have an office like mine. But now look what I did. I put together in a basket basketball, football, baseball, soccer ball, world. That's all you need. 5 instead of a bin of balls. You don't need all that stuff. It's just extra mess that you have to put away and organize. So think of consolidating and pulling things together. A Barbie doll with bendable arms and legs that you can teach feet. You could teach running. She pushes, she pulls, she does everything. And that's one prop, many uses. So these are some of the things I keep in my classroom. Wouldn't be things I would use and throw out. This is something I put in the closet and I don't use anymore. But really think of simple ways to spend your money to get the most bang for your buck. That's what you want to do.
I definitely agree with don't go out and buy it for a specific unit or something because you don't know that you're going to continue to teach that. So I think that's great. And I wanted to say, and Candy said her most used items are whiteboards, animal flashcards, play food, and Mr. Potato Head and a Barbie. Teacher Stephanie said small plastic toy animals and a lot of toy food. Yeah, I've got it's really it came with just all the salad stuff, but I add my fruit on top just for quick grabbing. But when I have the salad trial, I just take the top off and it's all my salad stuff in here. So I think toy food or play food is a great one too. Marianne said she has a popsicle alphabet and the alligator one. Is that the one like from Lakeshore with the alligators go together? Let's see, these little guys. They're all letters, so the capital A matches the lowercase a. Again, it
really-
came from my kindergarten
Yeah,
classroom.
you should not show me these things, Casey. I'm like, what is that?
This is something that you could easily make 2D yourself. These are just, I had them in a classroom, in my brick and mortar classroom in a center. So
Show
they were
us how it
hands-on for
works.
the kids. Would I buy them just for VIP Kid? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Marianne, it says Marianne just got her 6th contract hoodie. So woohoo, Marianne.
Oh,
awesome.
wow. Good job.
Amanda, did you see Candy said VIP Kid has some weird stories like the mosquito biting the bear and the elephant getting her ears eaten?
Definitely.
That's
And like
hilarious.
I did the one today where the shark is trying to jump out of the water and eat the zebras. Like, really?
I know. That's a weird one.
And
Rebecca,
why?
I had to do the storybook. Do you guys like the one about the 10 sons?
Oh,
and
that
there's,
sounds
like,
kind of
A,
interesting.
B, or C? Like, does it really take 3 lessons to teach that?
Okay, the
one
story time
story?
takes a couple lessons to go through. Yes.
I haven't taught that one. I
love story. I have
It
my
was
first
really
writing
hard
exam
to
coming
keep
up.
that one to 25 minutes because it was done in like 10. Like, it was, you know, the girl
Yeah.
wasn't interested in doing a lot of expression, so it was a hard one.
Rebecca, did you get your sticker book when you went
I
off campus?
did, yes. So when I first I got this sticker book, and it had 5 projects. So the fox is
Oh,
one of them.
nice.
So then after that was done, it took about 2 to 3 weeks per page to do that one. I decided to purchase one. So mine is the paint by sticker with 10 masterpieces. And so I'll zoom in. This is the one we're just about to finish. This is taking me about a month. And so I'll say, do you want boat 1 or boat 2? And this is where, you know how in VIP Kid there's that zoom thick feature right there where it makes your face big?
Yeah.
For those people who can do that, I make my face big and I'll zoom in. And sometimes I have to get it, you know, just right until they can see the numbers. And we kind of laugh about having it into focus. And then they can pick, which is not focusing for me right now. Great, right? You know, perfect.
Yeah.
And then they pick the number. And then I usually set it on my laptop tray so that when they're reading the next slide, which I use this for level 3 and up, I'll point it down here. And so they're reading, I'm listening, I'm underlining a few things here and there. Sorry, baby's under the table. And then I'm putting the sticker on where they can see it. And then I'll go back up and then we'll keep reading. So there's a star. So I used to hold it like this, but these are really tiny stickers. So having it on my laptop has helped me with that. But then when it's done, I'll hang it on my wall and then I'll work on the next picture.
Then it's a decoration. Super cute.
So is it you do one of those per student or
No,
all
so
the students add on to it?
All her upper levels.
All of her upper levels
Like
add on?
yes. So like
Okay.
if I teach 8 classes in a day and I'll teach Wendy at the beginning, I'll say, okay, Wendy, then we'll do Wendy's and then I'll do Susie and then Maggie and then Elsa, whatever. So the next day or next week when I see Wendy again, it's halfway done. She's like, whoa, you guys have worked hard on it.
Okay.
And then she'll keep working on it. So
Okay.
it's a team effort because I can't keep track of everybody's picture.
Yeah,
but they
I like that.
because they go, oh, are we still on the boat? Well, yeah, because it's just you. No, it's like, yay, we got on the next picture. And I try to vary who gets to choose the next picture. So this one's got like a whole bunch. I have here so I print off this. So this is all the pictures
Nice.
that we can do.
Wow.
And
I
I
like
usually
that.
put down like who chose it and then like how long it took to get through it because I'm curious, and I usually let a student choose the next one.
Last time we talked, I think you were on the horse.
Yeah, so the horse is done. We're on the boat now. We did the horse. I've done the sunflowers. We've done the fruit. We've done the goldfish. So we'll just keep working on them, keep plugging away at them until.
So do you
I
do
get
that
tired
all
of
the
them.
time? Do you do that for everything?
Yes, I do that for anybody who's a regular of me, not a brand new people, unless it's an older level. I'll give them a choice. I'll say, do you want to do the boat sticker or do you want to do like bananas? and they can choose, and I don't care which one they do. Sometimes when they do this, they want to see me again, so they want to see the progress.
Yeah.
They want to see it build
That's
on,
good.
so it brings them back in. And sometimes they want to do the bananas, which is find a star. I do find a star where they pick one, and I either turn over a blank or a star. And they like doing that. So like, I don't care which one they want to do, really.
Yeah.
I just give them 2 choices.
And I like that you can move the star on those.
Yes. So
Mhm.
mine have magnets on the back and the star. And so I can move the star onto any one that I want to put it on. So it's different every time they see it.
Yeah, my kids that want the Minecraft have this, it's in the same place every time because they're just laminated that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't buy the sheets. They're pre-made because then they'll memorize. Even though I might change the bananas around, they'll memorize what's behind it. And here they're completely changeable. And for the younger levels, I'll only hold up 2 of them. And so sometimes when I hold them up, do you want green or red? They don't know that they both have stars, but they think they have a choice. Wow, you get a star, great. And then sometimes I'll hold 2 up. Do you want purple or orange? They don't have stars. And but they get a full choice. They get a choice and they go, oh, no, not this one. And then I'll put it down. So I'll mix it up. So I can still control when they get their star and don't get their star, but they think they're making the choice.
Good one. Good. Melissa, I'm really curious as to what your favorite prop is. She said one of her favorite props and most used props, what's it face dog? Do you guys know it?
I don't know that one.
Melissa, you should jump on and show us that one. I don't know what that is.
I'm seeing the Amazon link. It looks pretty cute.
Yeah. Amanda.
This
Yeah,
is
the
my
faces.
favorite for trials. I use this for all my trials.
I need one
They
of those
love
for the
this.
monkey and banana. Yes.
This was from Evelyn. She gave me this, and I use it for all my trials, and it gets bananas. So I use that for every trial, and every age. I don't know. They love monkeys and ice cream.
Yes. I have an ice cream reward too that we can build our own ice cream cones.
Oh, cute.
And
Candy
again, I can
mentioned
change the star. on the
sorry,
back.
Rebecca.
Sorry.
Candy mentioned Insta Ink. Do any of you use
Yes.
Insta
I
Ink?
do. Yes.
Yeah. I need to start getting some. Amanda, I love the pink.
I was going to talk about it.
So
Amanda,
while we're on that,
do you use Insta Ink, Amanda?
Of course I do.
Yeah, you would have to.
Insta Ink saves so much money. So there's plans according to how many copies you make every month. They send you shipped in the mail the cartridges. Actually, I can show you. I have tons. I print and like do crazy bulk amounts of printing from my Etsy shop, of course. So I do over 1,000 pages, sometimes 1,500 pages a month. I print crazy amounts. So this HP Insta Ink is one fee. And then after I go over a certain number of copies, it's like $1 for 20 pages or something. But for those teachers that are wanting to print at home, it's a great option. You need to buy a printer that says HP Insta Ink ready. So you have to only certain models you can do the program with. You sign up. It's like mine is $19.95 a month for 700 copies. And so it charges me automatically. There's an app on my phone to track. It tells me when to put a new cartridge in. It's very convenient. So if you want to drop down to a lower plan, it's like $5.99 a month or $9.99 a month, and you can change and carry over the pages. So I can't say enough good things about HP Insta Ink. I've found good success, and I love my printer. So one more thing, I put on my screen a little piggy. This is a Manicam reward. So I over my screen in my classroom don't always use rewards that are like Find a Star, like I showed, or others. I hold up digital rewards. So this dancing piggy is a Manicam effect. I can duplicate and put 5 of them on the screen. I can make the piggy come up. I can make the piggy go dance on teacher's head. So with Manicam, I can easily throw in an effect that really makes my kids love it. I don't do this every class, but certainly this is something I have in my toolkit too, because I don't have a little piggy reward. I don't have a reward for every single thing that every kid likes. So having Manicam as an option is a way to pull in digital images, and this little dancing pig is one of what I do for trials. So so it's a popular thing to add in is ManyCam on your computer.
Cute. And the
It
reason
looks
I was
like-
talking about the Insta Ink was because I wanted to say between Amanda Panda having a weekly freebie, it is pretty much weekly with your
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, every week, every Wednesday or Thursday.
Between that and then the teacher portal has excellent, I was trying to find you one, excellent ones that you can easily print out too. So if you have a printer and you need some props, you don't need to go to the store and buy some, you can actually print some, or you can find some black and white ones and color them in yourself. That's how I made my very first reward that I used was I just made 2 black and white copies of one picture, colored one of them, cut it out, and I used tape to stick as, oh, you get to color the tree. And that's how I started. I just stuck the colored tree on there and they got to color their own picture. So black and whites, if you don't want to use that, you can just color one of the pages. I'm sure I'll
And sometimes we forget. I think I've seen some teachers like draw their own reward or get a coloring book and tear a page out. And, you know, sometimes we think we have to print it out or we have to buy it.
Right.
But you can make, or even Mindy, go to her YouTube channel and make what did you make out of toilet paper rolls?
Oh,
You
yeah,
made
yeah.
A snake,
That's right.
different types of animals with just a toilet paper roll. And the kids, you know, they love that stuff. It doesn't always have to be majorly fancy.
Super simple.
Oh, cute. An octopus.
Love soccer. So I just went on the teacher portal.
Oh, cute. Have you done those for your OutSchool for crafts?
I haven't. Like everything I do on OutSchool, I do it related to a book. So all my crafts are book related. I haven't done, well, yeah, even my Kindness Rocks, it's all book related. So anyway, but I was going to we talked about Evelyn Joy a little bit ago. She sent me, a hamburger, and you like put it off to the side like this in your picture. And this came off a box, like a frozen burger box or something.
Yeah, she told me that.
Yeah,
awesome.
she sent me this one.
Yep, I have the
I
same
use
milk
this all the time.
Yes, because you always need a cup of milk for
I
lessons.
love it.
So funny.
Just cut that off her carton of milk. So super easy and super cheap. But what I was going to say about getting back to Insta Ink, before I got my old printer finally broke, but before I got that, I was going through ink so much that when Amanda would have and different ones would have you can download it for this price and print it at home, or you can let them print it. I was like, how in the world are they printing it for this cheap? It's so much cheaper than me buying cartridge after cartridge. And I was going through so much money and cartridges each month when I first started. And then when I went to Insta Ink, I was like, I don't even have to think about it. Now I can print whatever I want and not worry about the money because they just magically come in the mail, you know?
I need ink right now, so it's on my brain. And they didn't have it at the last 2 stores I went to, so.
Oh, is there a shortage?
I think it's just an older printer that I've had for a while.
Hours and he still won't let me play.
Tell him I said.
You can take an old printer. This is how I got mine. I took my old printer to Staples.
Yeah.
They gave me a $30 credit to buy the new printer, and it came with Insta Ink 2 months or 3 months to start were free. So there's some really good bargains out there. Bring your old printer and trade it in, and then you get a credit and then purchase the new printer. And I love the one I have. I'll tell you the name of it. It's an HP OfficeJet Pro 803B is what it is. And it's a workhorse. It prints, I mean, I print multiple copies, hundreds a day. So it's a big workhorse. A couple months I've had it, no problems, not once.
Right.
So I'm really happy with it.
The other thing with that Insta Ink is somewhere they told me, if you call and get help setting up your printer, I'm not very tech savvy, but I actually could figure that out myself. But if you do call and say, hey, I need some help,
then they added to your free months. They gave you like a couple extra
Oh,
months
wow.
free for calling and getting tech help. I was like, okay, I'll call and talk
Nice.
to somebody to get 2 months
Good.
free
And you did?
extra. Yeah, of course.
Oh, nice. Good. Amanda, I have a feeling we're both prop queens. Yes, Marianne. You guys can see how far I am. VIP Kid has a sale on Minicam, $25 for 1 year, I believe. Yeah, and I think Morgan has a link now because I just got a new computer and I told her I wanted to set it up. And before she said she didn't have a link, and then I'm pretty sure she messaged me saying she has a link now too to Minicam. So we'll have to put that underneath.
What computer did you get, Casey? You don't even know?
I don't remember. It was
I've been looking and watching videos and I'm like, oh, I want a new computer so bad.
HP. I can't read it. It's too small. It's an HP. It's not a newer one either, but it's definitely newer than what I have right now. I only have an Intel processor 3. And I know VIP Kid is going up to like a 7 or something. I know, Amanda.
You're going to a 7?
You have a 3?
Yeah.
No way. You just Zoom on an i3? Whoa.
Yeah, I've done everything on this thing. So
I still have an i3. I'm looking to upgrade this year, but my i3 is working fine.
I know. I don't want to mess with
2
it.
years old.
What's yours, Amanda? Because mine's an i5.
Mine's an i7 gaming computer. So
Oh.
it depends. It's all about the processor speed and how much RAM and memory you have. So maybe you have an i3 that has a lot of extra RAM and memory to run things, so it's okay.
Not
But there
anymore.
will be a time when it's going to slow. Yeah, so if you're starting to have problems, get an upgrade. I
Not
have
really.
what
I
is
know there's a
mine?
lot on there, because I've had
Mine's an Asus gaming computer, GeForce, NVIDIA. It's a workhorse. I love it. So I run Manicam. I run my business and shop and all through the same computer and device, and I've had really happy with it. The only thing is, don't ever let your husband use it for Zoom, because when he's with his old buddies from work, he'll show a bottle of beer and it will boil over and burn your keyboard. So I have a dead keyboard on this $1,200 gaming computer.
Wow.
Thank you,
You
husband.
can change your keyboard pretty easy. Your
The
husband's
keyboard in
techie,
it?
isn't he? Yeah, usually it looks like it's all in there, but you'd be surprised. Look up
Wow.
on YouTube. Go on YouTube and type in your type of computer, change the keyboard.
Okay,
And you
well,
can
I
usually
will.
get a keyboard pretty inexpensively, and it's not it. I've done it before, and you just watch the video several times and get the right screwdrivers.
Huh.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've done it a couple times.
I have to
Yeah.
use an external keyboard now. And so I have
Wow.
from Cindy Bennett's group an iPad backup, because I had 2 fails where I couldn't type and get into the class to log in, and I got a teacher no-show. And I mean, 3 years of classes, never a teacher no-show for IT problems. And so thank you, husband and beer drinkers. But
Wow.
things
Hey,
happen.
don't blame
So-
the beer drinkers.
No, it's okay. So
I mean,
having
Any
a backup
liquid.
is important.
Any liquid.
Yeah, no, it could have
Water
been beer,
drinker,
could have been
Coke drinker,
anything.
whatever, anything.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah,
do
I
that.
love my gaming computer.
Check into that on YouTube. I bet you'll be surprised.
And send us a video when you're done. We want to know.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mine is a Dell, and it's a touch screen. Like, I went to the touch screen after having, the first laptop that was really, really old that I started with, and then it was like so much easier to draw on the screen with just my finger that
Yeah.
I went to that. And mine's Intel Core i5 8th generation Dell, and I don't remember,
Oh.
but it was like $1,200 because I wanted the Apple, the Apple one, but it was just too expensive. So we
My
just
husband's a
went with the
tech guy,
Dell.
so he's like, get the cheaper one. We'll add a video card, we'll add this and that. He's built a couple of computers, so.
And you can get one of these, Mindy. Do you have one of these for
Yes,
drawing? Yeah,
yes. they're
awesome.
Mhm.
One
I
of my
use this for
students
my
just got their
iPad.
first one. He was all about playing with it today. But his handwriting was beautiful. So I want to know, what are some props that you've wasted your money on that you thought, oh, why did I get that? Your
I
letters?
have like 3 boxes full.
See, I have this magnet board right here, and I love those letters and the transportation. And these are the props that Evelyn made. She gave us a bunch, with magnets and stuff. So those are all those props. But that it's just a magnetic strip from Amazon with the letters. I use them.
For me, so about 2 years after I started teaching with VIP Kid, we moved houses. So I had to pack up my office into boxes and move it over and I have a smaller office. And 2 years later, I really haven't unpacked those boxes. So my thought is, if I'm not missing it, then I didn't need it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Also, in the past 4 years, I've moved away from a lot of level 2 classes where you need a lot of prop heavy. I am still certified for it, but just I'm not getting those classes anymore. So as you get to higher levels, you end up using less and less props because it's more story reading and discussion based. And so I have a lot of props from back in level 2, and I've never been certified for level 1, but I'm sure I'd have a lot of classes for level 1 or the old trials I just don't use anymore. Yeah, Amanda's got a lot of those. Yeah, she's like got tons in level 1 that they're not using those anymore.
This was wonderful when I started. So my first 100 days were all level 1 classes. I was a level 1 only teacher. So this was amazing. And unfortunately, all my level 1s have moved up to level 2. My level 2s are now almost 3s. So what happens is you get a group of kids, and I teach regulars, mostly almost, I would say 90% regulars. So they move up levels and I've left behind level 1. I haven't got a level 1 booking in, can't even remember when. And so I've got these bins all sitting here doing nothing, full of great stuff that was very useful at the time. But again, I don't know that I would say I wouldn't have done this. Like, this was amazing. I could pull India and I had everything in one set. And Mindy, what you showed earlier with the 2D, that's how I built these. So like each of these bins has got the stuff inside that I need. But what I learned is, like, this was great because level 1 is very, very prop heavy. But then I swapped to these little 2D envelope holders for level 2 and 3 because everything can go in one spot, and look at how much less storage. So again, you learn as you go. I don't know that I would say these were a waste of time. They saved so much time, but now I'm not using them as much. So again, like, things change. Like, find what works for you. The magnets for Casey might work. I don't have magnets on mine, so that wouldn't work for me. I need things like in zipper pouches and in bins. I need grabbable, easy stuff in baskets. So everyone's setup and style will change and be much different.
This is my level 1 unit 10. I have just a hanging file, and I don't know where I got all of these, but it's got the level 1. I think that was on the teacher portal, but then I just ordered flashcards. So Scream, you know which one this is, the USA one. So Scream and whatever went with it. So that's it. That's level 1, unit 10 in a little folder. And I only have that for level 1, but I have all my Realia on my desk. So.
But one thing, Amanda showed how she stores hers now. When you order her kit and she does it for you, it comes in that folder.
That's great.
So that's not just like, oh, this is Amanda's system because she set it up at home. No, she sends you this folder. Which is so
we
awesome.
used to have the 100 yen store in Japan, and we used to get tons of those things for our classrooms.
Did you?
Love them, yeah.
Very handy.
And that's the other thing, like some of the things that I have a basket here with animals. Well, it has more than just animals in it. But like for some things you might want, it's like stuck on my microphone that I got for free that I don't really use. But I use this a lot when I pull out my animals and stuff. But then I also have the 2D ones, which I keep mine in envelopes. I have like a little drawer thing. I have one with like rewards in envelopes like this. This I got from the dollar store. And it was like a border you put on your wall, but it has like, you can build a farm.
Mhm.
So it's, it's like stickers, but I just laminated it so they can build a farm. So I have a lot of 2Ds like this, and I realize if I'm going to buy all these, 3D items, I'm already like shrinking in my room. But I have like one drawer of that. And one thing I do if I can't find something, like say my kids we're talking about food. And I know I want, like, say I want a lemon, but I can't really find it. So I'll be like, is this a lemon? I kind of make it into a game, but I'm really actually looking for it. So
I love it. Hey.
Oh, and this is one I bought that
dog toy
that I've used
Dollar
a
Tree.
lot for
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I have candy. So that's kind of a thing that I will do is like to try to find something. I make it
That's
look
fun.
like a game.
Yep.
And
Fake
it's
your
really
way.
it's really just like I can't find it for real. So one time I couldn't find a scooter, and I had a 2D prop of a scooter, and I couldn't find it. So I'm looking for the scooter, and all of a sudden the mom, who I hadn't been talking to,
Oh, yeah.
she pulls out the kid's actual scooter behind him. It was hilarious.
Nice.
So yeah, sometimes
fun.
that works to your advantage to goof around, and then they find something to help you out.
Let me help you with that one. That's awesome. Great. Danny said one of the things she really likes was her umbrella lights and her Mac. Those are the best purchases she made. What about you guys in the chat?
Technology
Anything?
wise, I like my headphones and get an external webcam. I thought my first 2 years without one, and it's okay. But when I got my external webcam, it's crisper color, it's clearer, it's so much better.
Yeah.
So it was well worth the $50, whatever it was, but it's, it lasts your whole tenure of any online teaching.
I like mine too. Yeah.
And good lighting is important too. Like I have this inexpensive big ring light that I got. Well, I won a little ring light from Casey's giveaway once, but I had the big ring light from Amazon, and it was on a tripod and it kept falling over, and mine was like on a tall tripod. I kept knocking it over and it finally broke. So I did just get these lights that Melissa had, I think, the other day. Ooh, can you see them? I remember you guys were saying like, "Oh, that's really nice lighting."
Oh yeah,
And
I
these
put that.
things, they're like,
Right.
yeah, they're like 20 some bucks on Amazon. They're not that bad, but they're like, I think you could like land an airplane with them. They're so big and bright. Yeah.
Oh, Kim
Was
had
it
them.
Kim? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, wrong.
I think
one.
so, because I remember her talking about it now. She told me, make sure I put my link in there.
Yeah.
And one thing I like that Rebecca had in one of her videos is she's got that arm that can hold your phone. I don't know that I would use it for VIP Kid, but
for OutSchool you would. Yeah.
Yep.
I use that for if I'm not using it for a camera, I attach my mirror to it. So like when I'm getting ready in the morning, I have this mirror and I'll put it on that thing and do my makeup. So it's right here so I can see myself if needed. And then I also use it for other things, but I got mine at Ocean State Job Lot for like $10.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Before it was anybody mentioned it, I thought I'm just gonna try this thing and see if it works.
I think this one was 17 maybe. Yeah. Mindy, what you got?
This is one of you asked what are something you bought that you never used. So I bought these language library early learning cards because they had all these cool pictures on it. Thought I would use this. And it's got like the list on the back of what there is. So you can
I like
find
those.
really fast. Yeah, never use it.
No.
You could use it. What is it? Cards?
Yes. So if I would, they're pretty pictures, but if I were to like break them up and put them in my files with each unit, then maybe I would use it more.
Oh, they're big.
Yeah, and they're pretty pictures. Like that's a nice, good quality picture.
Yeah.
Or you could say like when you're doing verbs, what are they doing? Or what are they wearing? I have
Yeah.
some cards that I'll pull them out. What are they wearing? What color is his shirt? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. I thought, oh, these are great. But I could see if I break them up into my units, I would use them more.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
And
all
then-
about having things organized in a way that like already has built-in plans. So
Yeah.
like having a little zipper pouch that I can pull up for level 2, like unit 10 on the animals, when it's all together makes a lot more sense to me. It's a lot easier to keep all together. After the class, I just put everything in and I zipper it up versus like a big box full of random cards that
Yeah.
once I pull out, they're going to be disorganized. I don't have time to sort them back in a spot. So like for
Right.
me, it's like groupage. So like grouping things together. So this is my kids' like free Valentine organizer. This sits on my desk. So here's all the popsicle sticks I use all the time. Birthday, a heart for thank you when they give me hearts, all my little characters. Back here is stop and go. This, that, these, those. I mean, all those little popsicle sticks I use, often it's all in one little spot all together. And then in my blog, I make free rewards. So here's pizza. This pizza has all the parts of pizza all together. And look, when I go like this, nothing falls off because I Velcro all the pieces together. And so again, I don't have to go sort through a little box to find pizza. I know if we're talking about tomato, I can grab a tomato from the pizza. So I think just the way my style has changed, where I want to keep everything together. I don't want to have to be searching for things through boxes. Like here's hot pot. This was last week's freebie. Again, here's bok choy. Here's mushroom. Here's chicken. So again, if I need to extend a lesson or I want to do a reward for a lesson I know will be very quick and fast, I can pull in a little hot pot and we can make hot pot in the class. So it's just about, and again, look when I shake, nothing falls off. It's the best. And there's more pieces on the back. So I use Velcro for rewards with small pieces. I use magnets for find a star. And then I use every little which way thing in between. And you just find your own style. Like what works for you? How does your class function? What is your setup? Everyone will be a little different. But you just want to make smart purchases. Like look for the things that are multi-use, many classes. Don't spend a bunch of money on something that is going to be a lot of cards that you have to organize because you will never organize them. And you don't want to have little letters falling all over. Like it's just really be organized and think about how the storage will be. Almost like think backwards. Think about storage before you buy what it is that you're going to get.
Yeah, I agree with that because you're talking about the letters and I was saying I can grab mine easier, but I could see why I wouldn't be able to grab them quickly like yours. Yeah.
I think that's why you use those so much, Casey, is you just, there you go. Quick question for Amanda. What kind of Velcro do you use? Because I know when you send out the freebie in your blog each week, then we need to put our own Velcro on. But when you craft it for us, you obviously put the Velcro on for me. So yes, where do you get that and what is it?
This is Amazon. It comes in a big, huge roll with like 1,500 hook and yeah, Casey has the roll. So that's what I buy. So just look up Velcro, but be careful about the size. This is 1/2-inch Velcro dots. If you get the one that's like baby size, you will be crying because when you shake it, all the pieces will fall off and the Velcro doesn't stick very good. Believe me, I've tried it. So you want 1/2-inch, that one.
Okay.
Or depending on what you're using it for though, because I have two sizes. The 1/2-inch is great, like she said, or the one that's a little bit below that, because if depending on what you're using it for, the 1/2-inch, some of them will cover like the whole picture on some things. You know what I mean? So if you get the one that's a little bit smaller, it's just a little bit smaller, but I have both a 1/2-inch and whatever is just below it.
Oh, I see. I see.
Just
when I design rewards, it's a big picture on the background. So it doesn't really matter that the dot is like such big, like, cause it's just a background kind of picture. So the pieces go on. So that's
right. That's what I mean. It just depends on what you're planning on using it for.
Yeah.
And then do you recommend us, because I tend to not laminate things because I don't want that shine. But when we get your little freebie each week, do you recommend that we laminate it? I mean, I do have a laminating machine, but I haven't used it yet. 'Cause
So
I just don't.
Velcro has to be laminated. If you
It
put this in
does.
cardstock, when you rip, you'll rip the paper right off.
Okay.
For me, I like matte lamination. Look at this guy. Megan Mike, I use every day. This is matte laminated. It's expensive. Ugh. It costs so much money. So I don't do this for every reward. This is not matte laminated. And look, it's got a little shine. All you do is tilt, and then the
Tip it.
student can
Okay.
still see, depending on
Okay.
when your lights are located. And for me, it's worth it. The cost is so much
Okay.
less to use regular lamination. So
Okay.
in my shop, I do both. Some are matte and some are not.
Okay.
So every high use item is matte. Everything else that's not is not. And then some is cardstock, like my little name tag. This is cardstock because
Mhm.
I only use it like I'm not ripping anything off of it like a Velcro reward. So
Yeah,
it just
these are
depends on
cardstock.
how you use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Your popsicle stick things seem to be more cardstock,
They're
right?
all cardstock.
Yeah.
This is an
Mhm.
old one, and this is like, look at that. I don't like the shine on this, so I make that in cardstock. So all the popsicle sticks are cardstock.
Okay. Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye, Cindy. All right, I think that's actually all I have. Marianne said yes, the rolls of Velcro. She has those too. I'll put a link down below for the Velcro too.
Can I show my favorite homemade prop?
Homemade prop.
Right.
Go
Is it
for
your,
it.
I got
Oh,
one of
real.
these
I
from the
thought you meant
Dollar
the
Tree.
baby.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was
No,
gonna
I
be
do
the
this. Yeah.
daughter.
I mean, yeah. Well, I got this from the teacher store. Had to get her the onesie. I had to splurge. I only get to do it once. No, I got this thing from like a thrift store or a dollar store, but on the end is one of those neodymium magnets. Okay. And I taped another one on the other side. So one is positive out, one is negative out, because I'm a klutz and I sometimes drop my props on the ground. And so they fall.
I do that.
Oh no! I can go and I can pick it up with one side or the other side. And if it doesn't work on this side, I flip it over to this side because one's positive, one's negative, and go doo-doo-doo, boop.
Like a grabber. Oh, like you made your own
And then,
grabber.
like, I don't have to look down, or I can laugh it off. Like, hold on a second, and oh yeah, this did not have a star on it. I made my own little grabber. So but I taped it over like 5 different times, but they can't tell, the tape, and it still goes through because this is like packing tape. But neodymium magnets are great, but be careful around little kids. So I'm constantly watching my kids because these are strong guys, and if the babies swallow 2 of
No, we can't hear you, Rebecca. What were you showing, Amanda?
Oh, this is the magnet.
The magnets.
Oh, the neodymium. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, they come like that.
Yeah, they come in like a little
Yeah,
package.
they come and they're really strong. Get like the N50. But I was saying they're not safe around kids or pets. So I'm watching my kids like crazy because they stick together really well. So if a kid swallows 2 of them, it will stick together inside their stomach.
Gotcha.
And that's really, really bad, like, surgery bad. So make sure they're up high where the kids can't get to them. Make sure that, you are watching your kids like a hawk around them. But other than that, I love them. And I prefer there are tons of sizes with the neodymium magnets. Okay. My first order, I get a 1x1 and there's like a little strip. I can't tell what size it is. No, I like the 5mm wide by 1mm thin. I don't like mine too bulky. Some people like the 2mm thin, but I like the 1 because then I can stack them all.
Oh yeah.
1mm thin, and I can fan out all my people one-handedly. I can fan out all my people, and they aren't too bulky in my hand. So I like the 1 thick, and I like the 5 or 6 wide because it has more surface area.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I use 6x2 in my Etsy shop. So there's a sample of what it looks like.
Good.
Yeah,
So
I mean, there's no right or wrong, and they're cheap enough that if you get the wrong size, just order them again. I think I got mine on AliExpress. I bought 1,000 for like $10. And I'm still working my way through them.
I think that's in my car.
I was like, okay, I can splurge $10 and then just work through them. But I would buy in small batches first, like 20 or 100 at a time, till you find the size that you like, and then you can buy in bulk.
Can I shout out to 2 other vendors that I really like to buy from? Well,
One is the Good Fortune box. So these came in a box 1 month. And I even use these on OutSchool when I am reading one of my Fancy Nancy stories. They talk about butterflies and I have it fly across the screen, but I use it as a reward for VIP Kid. And then these rice dumplings, how adorable did they come for the Good Fortune box? And then my last one that I purchased from as well is Lydia, and she's she was just featured in our last Good Fortune box. She's Lydia VQ from Learning Craft. And you get to like craft, so it's fun foams, and then you assemble them and craft them into your own. Did I need them? Because I already have a dollar store basketball and soccer. No, but it was just like something fun. And, you know, I was supporting a small business by doing it. So maybe I could teach less if I didn't support so many.
I think Marianne put that on here, like, hey, support other teachers. It's great. So
yeah, support other teachers, but I have to teach more then.
Right. But you're helping friends.
Yes.
I'm the same way. Well, that's all I have. Does anyone else have anything they wanted to talk about before we finish up here? No?
I'll share one more quick thing.
Okay.
This is a dollar store frame. This is free on my blog at amandapandateacher.com, and it is a certificate that I use at the end of every level and every unit that my student completes. So what's great about this is like that plastic cheapo glass stuff. Oh, yeah. You can actually write on it, directly on it with a whiteboard marker and then erase. And then on the back, I made it double use. So here is the end of the level one on the back, and this one is laminated, regular laminate, and then I can write on the back. So this was $1, and you could print your own from my blog. It's free, and make your own little certificate, and it's double-sided. I keep it right next to all my most used props, and this is what I pop out whenever we celebrate at the end. So when I do a UA, I'm like, yay, great job. And then great customer service is celebrating with the parents. I send a picture of it to my parents through WeChat also, and I tell them congratulations, especially when they finish a level. Like, it's a huge thing. So I snap a little picture of me and the certificate. And again, that's promoting my business. That's building that connection with the parents who adore me and love me and will book me in the next level. Great job. So again, this is a freebie. Cost me $1 to really help build my business.
Great. I use mine in one of those sleeve things.
Oh, that works.
Those plastic sleeve things. The only catch with that is sometimes you have to use a little bit of that dry erase cleaner stuff. Like I saw Amanda just like wiped hers off instantly when she did it in the frame, where I've had to spray it with mine.
I wonder if it's your markers, because I use them all the time when I travel. You must have some strong markers.
Maybe it could be.
Or I found if I leave it on too long and don't wipe it right away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then I have to use some muscle, but
I got these from Amanda too. And just recently, like it hasn't been that long since I've started using these. And I'm now using that with every unit assessment. I'm like, oh, okay. Is it 5? Is it 4? Is it how many, levels are in it? And then I pick which one I'm using. And the kids, that's their reward that day. It's like, oh, you get a check. You moved up to the next level. And it's been going well. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
To go with the unit assessments, I use these stars for everything, because the back of these stars, they're emojis. I got these stickers from Dollar Tree. I laminated them. I have a PDF of them too. But then they go on the map like this. They're white on the map. And then when they earn it, I say, okay, guess what color it is? And usually they guess wrong because they don't know. And then we laugh at them, how cute they are. And then I stick it up there on top of the cookie sheet. Yeah. And so I can use this over and over for any level assessment, because I always change the order. I go, quick, 6, plop, 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 done.
Yeah. Good. So you guys just reminded me some really cool things. I think is if you have a cookie sheet in your house, it works with magnets or magnet boards like that, or these little cheap $1.98 whiteboards from Walmart come with the black marker with the eraser, and they're magnetic too. So
your marker's magnetic too?
The marker, the marker that comes with it has a magnet on it too.
That's
So
cool.
these I use I have a bunch. I use Sharpie on some, and then I use the dry erase. Yeah. Yeah.
I
So,
have mine are just
$1.98 at Walmart.
mine are the dollar store one, and it comes with that little clip thingy. But
Oh,
you can tell, you really can tell. Well, look at that. The quality difference on these. Like this is a lot cheesier than your $2 one. Like it just.
This comes with the clip too, but I always take them off because, oh yeah, see, Amanda has the clip still on hers. I just pull them off and throw them right in the trash because I always like scratch myself and everything because I'm a mess that way.
I keep my marker on there, but this is magnetic. Yeah, goes on there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
this
the
is
paddle boards from Dollar Tree.
Those are great too.
I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like that from the Dollar Tree, and they're just white
Now, I
everywhere,
will
white
buy
on both
this one
sides.
again. This is probably one prop that I bought. I just have such a hard time keeping this one clean. Like,
It is
mini
Oh,
cards.
really?
This one doesn't wipe off either. Yeah, and I've read that in a lot of the Facebook groups too. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's hard to keep clean.
Yeah, the
See,
Dollar
it's
Tree ones
really
do fine,
smudgy.
and then I sometimes use lemon essential oil, a few drops, and it cleans it right off.
Oh.
Also, a tip: if you want to put something on the board, you want to stay on there for a long time, use Sharpie. So for like your main words that underline, do Sharpie, and then do dry erase on top of that. That way, it'll just wipe off the dry erase, and it'll
Yeah.
keep your background on there.
Yeah.
And I use Sharpie and tape. I put tape over the
Mm.
top.
Oh, really?
This is Sharpie and tape on top.
Yeah, I can keep it on there longer. Yep.
Yep, keeps it much
Take
longer.
Sharpie off, just dry erase over the Sharpie mark, and then just wipe it off. That's
Yes, or lemon essential oil or dry erase spray will take off everything. So
Yeah.
if you need to like redo everything, then
Oh, yeah.
use that, and then you can start over.
Yeah. I like the idea of the lemon essential oil because it would smell
It's like
so
one
much
or two
better.
drops, and then use a little cloth.
Great.
Yeah, I like that. Plus, it smells nice.
Yeah.
This is a reward that my students have been loving lately.
Oh, fun.
It's a little bit time consuming, so I have to wait till, sometimes at the end to do it with them. But I just put numbers, I take little numbers on top of the game board so they tell me which number they want me to drop it down.
Oh, wow.
And my student couple have been loving that, but I'm like, well, we'll have to see if we have time at the end. We'll play it because he's a really slower reader, so it takes a lot of time. But
I bet that would work with my little guy that would do anything for chess. I bet he would like that reward. And he can read. He just,
yeah,
I bet that would be a good one for him. Maybe the little travel one.
They have a travel one. It's
Yeah.
really easy. I have that one.
does the travel one work well? It's like
Yeah,
got
you
the
just
same number and all
label the
that.
spots. Mm-hmm. Yep, the same.
Great. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. And everyone in the chat. We have 10 people that stayed with us. We appreciate
Wow.
you
Thank
coming
you.
and hanging out with us. Let me know if I forgot anything. Oh,
Don't
Mary-
forget the thumbs up. Give her
Oh,
a
yeah,
thumbs
thanks. I
up.
always forget to say that.
Thumbs up.
And let us know if there's a prop that you absolutely love or if there's one that you wish you didn't waste your money on. We'd love to tell new teachers coming up. That's it. That's all I have. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming
Bye-bye.
to this topic. Super fun.
Bye, cute baby.
Bye. Everybody's loving the onesie, Rebecca.
Yes. Very cute.
Yes, it's one of the few things I splurged. This is an official VIP Kid onesie from the VIP Kid store. So this is official.
Aw,
But it only
very
comes in 6
cute.
months. That's it. 6 months only.
Very
No
cute. Bye bye. Okay.